and welcome to Brian Brain's National Curriculum. This is the quiz that the entire family can take part in, enjoy and hopefully learn something from. Okay, here we go. My name is Brian Brain, and if you haven't played before, don't worry, you'll soon get the hang of it. You might even want to create a prize for the winner or the winners if you decide to play as a team. Let's see if you younger budding brains can beat the adults, the Boffs. You see, for every budding brain question for you kids, there's a harder Boff question for the adults that'll follow. So, doesn't matter what your age is, everybody has an equal chance. The most important thing though is just to have some fun and build that brain power of yours. Because did you know that your brain works like your muscles? The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So, today's subject is English for Year 3. And we've mixed all the topics up for you a little bit. For each question you get right, award yourselves a point. It's as simple as that. Don't forget to keep score as you go along, so you might want to get a pen and some paper before you start. Here's a bit of getting ready time. Question number 1 for you budding brains. Which of these words would you find near the front of a dictionary? Orange, whale, or balloon? Here's your thinking time. So which of these words would you find nearer the front of a dictionary? Orange, whale, or balloon? And the answer is a balloon. Balloon starts with the second letter in the alphabet, B or B. Orange and whale come after the balloon in the dictionary. Boffs. In which Shakespeare play would you find this line? A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Here's your thinking time. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Which Shakespeare play? And the answer is King Richard III. King Richard III. Budding brains, listen to this sequence. Philippa and Josie walked into town so that Philippa and Josie could go to the cinema. What word could you use to replace Philippa and Josie the second time that their names appear in the sentence? So instead of saying Philippa and Josie twice, what could you use for the second time you mention them? Off you go. What word could you use to replace Philippa and Josie the second time they're mentioned? And time's up. Did you get it, I wonder? The answer is they. Instead of listing names over and over again, we can use the pronoun instead. Okay? So, Philippa and Josie did that, Philippa and Josie didn't. Instead you go, Philippa and Josie, and they did, and they went, and they ate. So the word they, useful. Boffs, who wrote the novel, 1984. Here's your thinking time. Who wrote the novel, 1984? And the answer is George Orwell. George Orwell, who else? Budding Brains, how do you spell gardener? The gardener comes round once a month to cut the lawn. Here's your thinking time. How do you spell the word gardener? And time's up. The answer is G-A-R-D. E-N-E-R. Or G-A-R-D-E-N-E-R. Now, the easiest way to remember gardener is it's just adding an E-R, and a R, on the end of garden. See, a gardener works in the garden, doesn't he? Boffs, how do you spell bizarre? How do you spell the word bizarre? And the answer is B-I-Z-A-R-R-E. Bizarre. And for you budding brains, it's B-I-Z-A-R-R-E. Okay. Budding brains. What is the plural word for ox? What do we call ox when there's more than one ox? Here's your thinking time. So what is the plural for ox? And the answer is oxen. Oxen. One ox, two oxen. 432 oxen. There you go. And this is one you just have to remember because it doesn't follow the usual rule, like foxes and boxes. One fox, two foxes. One box, two boxes. One ox, two oxen. Boffs, tough one for you. Who gained the Poet Laureate position in Britain in May 2009? Who became Poet Laureate in Britain in May 2009? Hold on, if you got it, the answer is Carol Ann Duffy. Carol Ann Duffy, okay. Budding brains, does the word slack mean tight, broken, or loose? Here's your thinking time. Does the word slack mean tight, broken, or loose? The answer is it's loose. The words slack and loose, very similar. Boffs, what does inconceivable mean? Here's your thinking time. What does inconceivable mean? And the answer is unbelievable or unable to be imagined. It seems inconceivable that children should ever do without their PlayStations and their iPods, etc., etc., sadly. Budding brains, spell the word gym. I'm going to join the gym so that I can get huge muscles.